All right, so let's talk about, again, welcome everyone to another session of Gio's Walk and Talk, Coach Gio's Walk and Talk, rather. Let's stick with the brand. So the topic, Natalia, you mentioned it, which was hard, what was it?
Heart and calf muscles.
Oh, no, you said something even more meaningful, which caught my attention, and was difficult muscle groups to develop.
There you go.
And so let's talk about that for a second. Whether you know or not know, the reality is calves and shoulders, in my opinion and experience, have been the two muscle groups that are like absolutely difficult to bring up in size. Why? Well, let's talk about that for a second. If you think about it, we constantly use our calves to keep us upright. We're constantly fighting gravity, so they're always under load. So shoulders, same applies. And if you think about the shoulder in terms of the action or the move, it is the only muscle group that allows for 360-degree moves. If you think about elbow, hip, knee, ankle, it's literally a unilateral move. Whereas the shoulder is 360, both vertically and horizontally. So there's a lot going on here. And again, the same principle applies. You need to overstimulate that muscle group to get any type of response. So my answer to you when you ask me, hey, how do we bring up shoulders? Or how do we bring up calves? Well, clearly one workout a week in your routine is not gonna work. So think about it this way. For me, my rotation is chest back, day 1, shoulder, arms, day 2, legs, day 3. Why? Because I work for a living like I'm sure most of you do, and that's the recipe that works for me. The problem, however, when you have a 5-day week and 3 of them are those rotations, you're rotating back to day 1, day 2, and now day 3, you kind of got to wait for the weekend or Monday when it all picks back up again. For me, the weekends, I got life, I got things I love to do. I like to be social, I like to relax a little bit, and I just kind of reserve my weekends for that purpose. So what does that mean in terms of my limited time and trying to expose those two muscle groups within that split? I call them refeeder workouts. Or lagging heart workouts. So like on a leg day, if I can easily throw in shoulders, I will. On an arm day, if I can throw in calves for a second exposure, again, I will. Remember, intensity is the driver. Volume is number 2 variable that really will give those results. And you just need to have repeated exposure, excessive repeated exposure, especially to calves and shoulders. If you're really looking to have that, kind of V, even for women, shoulder caps, it's what really kind of brings things in visually. And it's an easy way to incorporate it in your daily workouts. Yes, I'm on a time clock. I've got an hour and a half, so I really need to pace myself. So little rest breaks. I always bring fluids with me. And we talked about that in other episodes. It's not just water. It's electrolytes with Himalayan or Celtic salt for the mineral content. Always a big plus in my books. But again, it's repeated exposure to lagging body parts, intensity, and of course, volume. You gotta get more sets in. My normal set range is like a 5-set, rep range 12 to 15. And again, you're looking to reach for relative failure, not absolute failure. I've got a job I gotta get to, so you gotta think about that. I wanna be functional, especially on a leg day. It's brutal, at least that's the way I design it, because I wanna make sure that I'm getting my bang for the buck. So those are my tips. Hope you can get something out of it. Please let me know in the comments if I was even close for the dartboard. Of course, I always love hearing from you guys. Follow me on YouTube or any of the platforms. GeoFit Official. Keep going, keep growing.